glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number 1 versus number 2, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. A top 2 battle like this so early in the season, an opportunity here to make a big statement.
No question about it. You know there's so many ramifications with the college football playoff and the Heisman Trophy in this game, even though, David, this is early in the year.
They're early, but head-to-head will matter down the road. Obviously, 2 huge programs trying to start their season off with a big win to boost their playoff case.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
All right, this defense is just getting ridiculous. First drive, how about this? Tone setter. get an INT, create another turnover. By the way, they had 6 last week. 6 interceptions, picking up right where they left off.
Great place to start for this offense. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Scanning the field is Stockton. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Gun here with Nate Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice move there.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Brown. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Stockton.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Oh, what a move. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other.
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They've got the screen set up. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got the tight end outside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
He wants to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to...
Caught, and he's got room. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Arch Madness. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you've got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bulldogs will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no.
Breaks into the open. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Humphries. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Plucks it out of the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with Colorado taking on the number 17 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Bucs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Snags it, and there's running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs through a tackle. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Frazier again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Throwing right. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Gets the back moving. They'll give it to Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Motion from the back. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. Oh, spins away. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Oh, better look out! And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Frazier again. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia going back to work with another first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Snagged out of the air. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes it past the marker. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. It's reverse. There's a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
One of the things I love about reverse plays is you take advantage of the defense's fast flow. When they saw the ball going one way, everybody started running that, and all of a sudden they flip it to the receiver on the reverse going back the other way. He's got way too much speed for anybody to catch up. It's a really good play call and good timing on that play call as well.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Handoff for Frazier. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fights off a defender, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late. You're thinking they're going to run it. We got to get bodies at the line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A give to Brown. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Frazier again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third down, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Play action, here's Manning. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the single back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Quarterback adapting. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Can't get him to the ground. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Sends it downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Flag 18! Flag 8! Iron! Iron! Go! Nat! Nat! Nat!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It was billed as a clash of heavyweights, but only one answered the challenge in this one. And now, it's not just that they lost the game. They're going to have to answer for the way they lost the game.
It's one thing to lose to a really good team. It's another thing to get blown out. And I hope this squad keeps together. I hope the leaders in the